Good day, everyone, and welcome again to my channel. Today, I'll be discussing a gentle and quiet spirit. What is a gentle and quiet spirit? Why do we need to have a gentle and quiet spirit? And how it helps us as Christians and women of God. So first, I'm going to read 1 Peter 3, verses 3 to 4. Here goes. Your beauty should not come from outward adornment, such as elaborate hairstyles and the wearing of fine clothes. Rather, it should be that of your inner self, the unfading beauty of a gentle and quiet spirit, which is of great worth in God's sight. So what does this verse even mean? As women in the Christian faith, I'm sure you've heard this verse before. It's a very popular verse when people are talking about biblical womanhood and being a woman of God, how you should conduct and comport yourself. I also see it in reference to being a Proverbs 31 woman. I know this verse is not from Proverbs 31, but many people tie it into speaking about the Proverbs 31 woman. So what does it mean? Okay, so let's talk about verse 3, where it says your beauty should not come from outward adornment. I don't believe the word is saying here that choosing to wear jewelry or styling your hair or wearing fine clothes are wrong things to do. That's not what I get from reading the verse. I mean, if we want to talk about the Proverbs 31 woman, she wore fine clothing. So it's just saying, it's like the opening to what's more important to God. So the verse is saying in verse 3, it's saying that your beauty should not come from what you look on the outside. While you can dress up if you choose to or if you want to, the real beauty that is of great value to God is the beauty of a gentle and quiet spirit. So what does it mean? What does it mean to have a gentle and quiet spirit? Does it mean you have to be introverted? Do you have to be quiet by nature? Is that what it means? And I don't believe so. I don't believe it has to do with your personality. I feel like God creates all of us with different personalities, and that's awesome. It's awesome that who God created you to be, you're created with so much value and you're so unique. There'll never be anyone else like you, and there never was anyone else like you. You're so unique, so your personality is beautiful. So if you're outgoing by nature, that's awesome. It's not saying you can't be outgoing. If you're extroverted, that's awesome. If you're not outgoing, that's awesome. If you're introverted, that's awesome too. It's not a personality thing. It's about your heart, what's in your heart and your actions. A gentle and quiet spirit as something that you embody is cultivated through your relationship with God. And what does it mean? It means the ability to be humble enough to submit to God, for him to work through us, to change us, to mold us, to be more like him. It's the ability to listen to other people, whether you agree or disagree. It's the ability, as my mom often says, we have one mouth and two ears. It's the ability to listen to others. It's how we treat people, even if we don't agree with them. How do you conduct yourself if you don't agree with someone, or if someone annoys you, or you're angry at someone? How do you conduct yourself? Are you able to conduct yourself in a Christ-like manner? Or is that something you struggle with doing, and something you need to bring to God and say, hey God, I struggle with anger. Can you help me with this? Work with me through this, or maybe you need counseling or something like that. So a gentle and quiet spirit means the ability to be humble, the ability to listen to others, the ability to treat people well, not only people you like, not only people you love, but even people who might be difficult to deal with. A gentle and quiet spirit is about how you conduct yourself, how you comport yourself as a woman of God. That's how a gentle and quiet spirit is developed. So I would like to hear your take on what it means to have true inner beauty and what a gentle and quiet spirit means to you as a woman of God, or even if you have any insight, if you're, a man watching this, what do you believe the word is saying when you hear gentle and quiet spirit? And one important note I want to make is a gentle and quiet spirit doesn't mean that you're a doormat. It doesn't mean that you allow people to walk all over you or to please people. Our first order of the day should be pleasing God, not people. And being a doormat isn't loving yourself. And the good book says that we're supposed to love our neighbors as we love ourselves. So we're supposed to love ourselves. You can have a gentle and quiet spirit and set boundaries in a loving way. A gentle and quiet spirit doesn't mean that you put up with abuse. If you're in an abusive situation, you should leave for love of yourself. That's, gentle and quiet spirit isn't accepting abuse. So I'd like to hear your thoughts. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you soon. Also, let me know if you want me to do a series on biblical womanhood. Bye.